end up calling her a bitch because you are. Not that bitch turned on like think. But y'all, when I say the bitch is built like Debo, you need a grown ass man to hold that bitch back.
You don't get to disrespect someone and dictate their response. And stay tuned to the end. She's going to get even more outrageous with some of the stuff that she said. Welcome back. Motivation Nation, it's your Jose. I'll go on back. I'm not going to give you guys a long intro because I know you guys will click off. Your attention ain't that long. Anyway, I'm your host, Al Gore, and we react to videos that's sent in. So with no further ado, the Houston Rodeo was in town, the spring break. Things got out of control. So with no further ado, let's get into this content.
About the story time on why the fuck I'm in the hospital.
Why you in the hospital?
Basically, I'm down here with my homegirl and her cousins, right?
Mm-hmm.
Never met them.
Okay.
But to sum it up, we went to a club last night called The Address. I got invited out. I brought them with me. We're having a good time. It's vibes. We turn right. I get spiked. My drink gets spiked off of 2 shots, right? So I'm fucked up. I don't even remember.
So you said you went with your friends and you end up in the hospital. Some friends you got here, but let's let her continue. Let's see what we got going.
Anything of me in the club anymore. I just remember at one point I was throwing up overly bad. So I guess while we're leaving the club, me and my homegirl cousin, what's her name? Her name Pumpkin, but she go by Plum. She from Mississippi, right? So me and her get into it because I don't really recall, but it was just so much going on. Like I feel like everybody was just getting like just against me and shit. Like everybody yelling at me about this and that. Mind you, I'm fucked up, y'all.
Okay, let's stop right there. So we already see something going on here. You and your homegirl's cousin that you don't know are getting into it. But according to your recollection, which is non-existent at this point because you had gotten so drunk, you have no idea why you guys got into it. All you know is that everyone had turned against you, but you're not going to speak about your actions. And whatever you did landed you in the hospital with a neck brace on. But I'm pretty sure we're not going to get into what you did. You're only going to tell us about what Pumpkin did as far as dropping you on your head and putting you in this neck brace. But I don't know if we're going to hear anything about your side. It's going to be a victimhood story. I can already see what's going to go on here. But let's let it continue. And stay tuned to the end. She's going to get even more outrageous with some of the stuff that she says. So jump down in the comments. Let me know what you guys think about this right now. Is she at fault or is she the victim?
It's not a drunk fucked up. This is somebody put something in my drink fucked up. I don't know what's going on. So me and her popping it. She's saying her shit. I'm saying my shit. So eventually I end up calling her a bitch because you are. So y'all, I kid you not, that bitch turned on like think that hurt. So y'all, I'm in the front seat. I could tell this bitch about to fight me and shit. So I'm like, bro, just wait till I sober up. Da da da. She not going.
You don't get to disrespect someone and dictate their response. I'm going to disrespect you, but I need you to wait until I sober up, until I train for a few months. Then I'll be ready to fight. No, ma'am. You've now disrespected the lady. She wants to administer consequences, and you're going to have to deal with those consequences the best way that you know how. But anyway, let's let her keep going with this nonsense. But yet, she still hadn't told us what she's done yet. Have you noticed that? She still ain't told us what she done to cause any of this.
The girls that are my homegirl cousins, they were trying to avoid the fight. They kept trying to grab her and shit. But y'all, when I say the bitch is built like Debo, you need a grown ass man to hold that bitch back. Dead ass. Don't matter how many of us. So fast forward, y'all, she make it to the front door.
So you decided to get into it with a lady who was built like Debo, thinking that you could behave and there would be no consequences. Well, Debo said, "What you got on my 40 on me?"
She opened the door. One of the cousins decided she want to grab my neck, pull me backwards, so we don't fight. So I don't remember anything about the fight other than me getting hit right here. And I just remember she kept just trying to hit my face. That's it. Sure. I'm here. I'm here. My folks is the one that really convinced me to come get checked out. Because I just been telling them, my head hurts. I'm in pain. Like, the light's bright. Like, we all think I got a concussion, but they telling me not to go to sleep on it because, night. You feel me? So I'm like, you know what? Let me just go get. Okay,
So you got dropped on your head to the point where they thought you had brain swelling? So you got the brakes beat off of you for running your mouth. And now you're going to allege that someone spiked your drink? I don't believe that's what happened. And then you're amongst people that you don't know. So I guess you felt comfortable because this was your friend and these were her relatives. And so maybe you disrespect your friend like this, and the relatives didn't understand why the friend was allowing you to be that disrespectful, and that they weren't going to tolerate that level of disrespect. And then you ran into Debo, and Debo effectively dropped you on your head and gave you a concussion. Hey, man. Hey, listen. You can't make this stuff up. Real comedy writes itself. But let's let her continue. She says the next day, so let's let her go into this.
Next day, I did get released from the hospital. But to sum this all up, y'all, I got my drink spiked. I got my ass beat. And I lost my car keys that I had to come out $500 for. I did not have a good trip like I was supposed to. All because I was around some females I don't need to be around. My face is beat up. My body is beat up. It hurts. I still feel sick as shit from the liquor. But what I did learn from this, y'all, do not, and I mean do not, even if it's your homegirl, cousin, friend, or anything, do not go out with folks that you don't know. Especially if you don't know how they act off liquor too. Because that girl, y'all, it was something about her. I could never just even really just lock in with her. Like, back in my mind, it kept telling me, just watch out for her, watch out for her. And if you know me, I get along with people easily. I'm a free-spirited, kind girl.
Well, we don't know you. We don't. And based on the story that you just told us, it sounds like you were the one at fault here. But instead of you taking any responsibility for what your part of this debacle / altercation was, you're continuing to blame all this on on the friend's cousin, and you're blaming it on don't go out with people you don't know. How about you just be respectful? And you're admitting that you were drunk and you don't even have a recollection of what took place other than you feel as though someone spiked your drink. And so it gets hazy as far as what you did. Nobody just beat you up for no real reason. Not gonna buy it. Not gonna believe it. And the woman got out of the car and came around to the door to confront you about something, but you're not telling us what you did. Yeah, that sounds about right. Unaccountable. Everybody else's fault. And now you have a hospital bill because of it. All right, let's let her finish. It's almost over.
Very genuine. But it was when my spirit tells me to watch this girl or not really to kick it with her, I should have known right then and there, like, it was gonna lead up to something like this. So I learned my lesson, y'all. I'm not going out no more. I'm traumatized. I don't want to touch no bottle. I just want to rest. Okay.
Okay, well, at least at the very end, she at least says she doesn't want to touch a bottle anymore, which alludes to she understands what her portion of this altercation was. She's just not going to tell us, and that's generally the way that it goes for the individual that got beat up. Now, had she won the fight, she would have been online talking a totally different story, telling a totally different tale. But since she's was dropped on her head and got a black eye with a neck brace, she now wants to play victim and wants everyone to feel sorry for her. Well, here's the thing. You know how you act on alcohol. And don't sit here and say that the drink got spiked. It sounds like this was a bottle that you guys had in the car or whatever the case is. But even if it was at the bar, I don't even remember. If it tasted funny or you felt that something was going on, just shut up. But it sounds like you incited a riot and you got the worst end of it. And sometimes you're right. Don't be hanging out with people popping off at the mouth that you don't know, because those people are not necessarily going to always respond the way that the person that you know responds. But look, man, I need y'all to jump down in the comments. Let me know what you guys think about this story. Did she leave something out? Was she completely transparent? Do you believe her story? Let me know. Jump down in the comments. Keep sending me the videos. We're going to keep reacting. We're going to keep giving our opinion. That's it for this video. I will see you guys on the next one. I'm out.